All right, let's continue. Let's go hide the bottle. Check, double check. I'm gonna hit save and let's see. I'm about to convert all of these to a 3D mesh. So let's go hit Control A and Visual Geometry to mesh. They are no longer curves. So we can treat them as geometry. Let's grab all of them and hit Ctrl J to make them a single mesh, right? And let's go add a solidify modifier. So where is it? Solidify. To add a little bit of thickness. Maybe this much is looking good, 0.03. So let's go shade flat to see better. So now let's go to the where is it? Edit mode. We need some edge supports right there at the start and end points. So let's go Control and oh, you can't do that right now because we need to add solidify first. So let's go to the edit mode then. Again, insert Control R, add edge support at the end right there, and here, and here. All right. To the thickness, add edge support. To the thickness, add edge support. Same deal here. If you want, you can add support at the middle. Let me add a subsurf modifier to see the result. It's actually good. Maybe, just maybe for this kind of situation, let's go ahead and add support right here. Add support right here near this edge and one more at the middle. Can actually use this middle support edges to maybe add some randomness to the shape later. So for now, let me find you see, this is a problem. We can't see inside this. So let's use the X-ray mode. So insert edge right there. Same deal here. So insert some edge loops. And X-ray again. Wow, it's a mess. And one in the middle, one in the middle. So grab this middle one and hit S. All right, this one, hit S. Same deal here, hit S. And this one, scale, invert. Let's go add edge loop right in the middle here as well and hit S and make it a little bit fatter right there. Now subsource modifier. And this is the result. Not bad actually. Maybe a little bit overlapping right there. We can fix that by using proportional editing. So just go enable the proportional editing and find a point, maybe here, right? Inside proportional editing, go ahead and check the connected only. This way, you just move in this object right there. Before that, let me go ahead and move this one. Push this one up. Now we have some fake knot. Let's go grab also this one. This is the bottom one, right? Yeah, needs to go down. Alright, back to object mode, and let's bring back everything. Check, check, double check. Let's go uncheck the connected only and move everything kind of closer to the bottle. Same thing here. Right. Back to object mode. And let's check that with the render. So let's go save it. Now we have a beautiful ribbon right there with one issue. Maybe we go here and grab this one and connect it only. Move it up. Move it up and hide inside and move it up, hide inside. Yeah, that might work. Again, with the material, don't follow me right now. Just adding some red and maybe roughness of full. So the only issue I have with this one is the thickness right here. So I want this thickness to be as thick as this one. Let's see if I can do that. Connected only is enabled. And let's maybe push this up, push this one up. and maybe rotate it a bit. Right, further edit if it's needed. Yeah, here. Forgot to move this one and this one. Yeah, so that's our ribbon. Let's go for another. So let's go for another kind of line making actually. So let me hide everything except the empty right there. So we're gonna make this kind of heart shape looking thingy down here. It's kind of look like an ornament or something. So to make this, I want to use a Bezier curve. So let's go ahead and shift A, add Bezier curve. But it's a big but here. I'm gonna go ahead inside edit and hit A to grab both available vertices and delete them. So delete vertices. We have nothing right here. So I'm gonna use the draw brush to make the curve. So if I use that and draw something, you see, we have some curve going on. Hit Control Z and go to the front view. First, let's take a look at the options we have. Just like before, we have the data panel and the object. So go ahead and add some depth. Now we have a tube right there. So another option we have for the draw brush is here, tool property. So in here, just like up here, we have based on cursor or on surface. So go ahead, quickly bring back the button. And if I enable this surface, can use this surface to draw my curve, and it's beautifully making that based on your surface. In this case, we wanted to use cursor. So front view, we have the curve right there, here. So I need to taper the start and end point. So let's go see how much can add taper. So 0.2 seems about right. So 0.2, right? And for the end, same thing, 0.2 or 0.2. And if I draw now, you see, end and start point are tapered. So that's good. And min radius and also max radius we have right there. So also we have the pressure sensitivity right there. If I use pressure, less pressure, or press really hard, as you see right here, we have some pressure effect. So everything else looks good. And let's go back to the settings. The resolution and also the depth So let me draw a curve, and we can actually change them after making the curve. So those are not important right now. Let's go and maybe, what was the default value? So I hit too much Control Z. We got back to the original shape. So let's go hit A and delete vertices. Yeah, here. 9. It might be good. So let's go to the front view. All right. And start making the curves. Drop this to 0.1 and put 12 for this one. Yeah. And let me go ahead and enable the pressure again. All right. So back to the starting point and start making the heart shape. So one goes here, another right here, and let's go maybe one here. And let me drop the size. Yeah, this much resolution is much smoother. So back to the brush or draw. Let's go one here. And I can't see actually what's happening down here. Right there. Maybe one here. And another one from here. Let's go wrap it right there. And maybe something like this. One right there. And let's go here. And maybe one inside. No. One here. Even one here. And maybe one more right there. All right, we need it in both sides, so let's go ahead and apply or add a mirror modifier right there. And use the pen mode or pen tool to grab, and with G, yeah, let the proportional editing do its thing. So G, let's move them together and not rotate. So let's go G and G. Also, with the pen tool, you have option to use this handle. So change there to make the shape a bit smoother. Hit S and scale that. So G, G, S, and let's hold Shift. Yeah. And G, move it right about here. G, and go right in the center and use the handles to make them smooth. Grab one and go to radius. Don't forget you have this option as well. So let's drop the radius right there and G move right there. So G goes up here and let's go, and not caps lock. Let's go grab this 2 with shift. Oh, keep hitting caps lock. With the shift, select this and add subdivision. That also makes it smoother. So G goes up and with radius and radius right there. So hit shift, select and subdivide. Here, subdivide. And again. So right click and subdivide. And let's move them all a bit higher. So let's go here and again subdivide. G. And here right in the middle, G right there, and this one with this, subdivide. Maybe let's go grab this and make them closer together. Right. Now let me grab some of these and make them really fat. Oh, here we need to have a subdivision right there. So let's grab this, and with proportional editing, why not? No, doesn't matter. And it's looking good. Also, we have the option to make them a bit chubbier altogether. All right. Let's bring back the bottle and front view. And looking good actually inside. I'm gonna add a light right in the middle here. So to do that, let me go back to edit mode and move this bit right there and right here. Make some room. Yeah, kind of like that. Happy with the result. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it a mesh. So first of all, let me save and have a copy of this. So 03. Save. And just like before, Control A, sorry, Control A and visual geometry to mesh. That's a mesh now. And shade smooth. And if you want, you can actually add a subsurf modifier right there. So let's bring back everything and see that in the render. Hide the liquid, looking good. All right, next would be adding some bubbles. So see you then.